against Bangladesh, and both of us the scores which we predicted. I predicted 165 and he predicted 173.
I'm very happy though.
Very happy, yes. Obviously, we are. And Hardik Pandya actually joined the party and smashed a half century. I think that was the innings which actually took India that far. Else, we were actually looking at 160, 170, right?
No, love, I actually disagree on that count. I think the batting approach today was brilliant.
It was.
I think nobody cared about the score, like their individual scores. Everybody, you see, Hardik Pandya got the highest score. Virat Kohli got 37, Rishabh Pant got 36, Shivam Dube got 34, and for that matter, Rohit Sharma, even though he only made 23, but only of just 11 balls. So very happy that nobody cared about a big score on an individual level, because all they wanted was a big score for the team, and that batting approach today has to be appreciated, because none of them wanted, to put up a big score for them as individuals, but for the team. Very happy.
Absolutely. And why would you, right? Because when you're playing such a lengthy batting order, Ravindra Jadeja didn't get to bat. I think, yes, you cannot play for individual milestones, but one guy I still feel wasn't that up to the mark was Virat Kohli. I'll tell you why. 28 ball 37. Yes, he looked good. Yes, he smashed those beautiful sixes. But then 28 balls to smash 37 when you when you smash 3 sixes and a 4, 22 runs in boundaries. So eventually you're actually scoring what, 15 runs in 24 balls. I mean, yes,
you can look at it like that, but then Rishabh Pant started off for 12 for 15 balls.
I know, but you know what? The way a batsman ends, that's what matters. And I'm okay with Virat Kohli starting slow, because actually, if you look at it, in his entire career, whenever he has a good strike rate after the end of his innings, it's actually when he gets a big score. If he doesn't get a big score, his strike rate always lies between 120, 130 or maybe 130, 140. I think Virat, yes, he is in form, but today I think he had that baggage of not scoring much runs in this edition. So perhaps he was a little cautious about that. But going forward, yes, we might see a good Virat Kohli, since he has broken those shackles and he is amongst runs now. That's a good sign for me. But had Hardik Pandya not played that innings now, I think I would be the one who would have been criticized Virat for playing slow.
No, but you see Rishabh Pant, what took 36 of 24. Would you have criticized him?
But still a strike rate of 150, right?
150. Virat strike rate of 132. I agree that towards the end of the innings.
And being an opener in power plays.
Yeah, but being an opener in the power play, so you're happier with Rohit Sharma giving away his wicket at 23.
Yeah, I'm happy with
that.
But
then if India fall flat on the face and if two guys don't score runs in the middle, like what happened? Virat Kohli got out and Surya got out like 2 balls later, even though Surya hit his first ball for a 6. And imagine the guy walking in next, say Shivam Dube, gets out quickly as well, then what are you looking at?
Hypothetically, yes, we can talk about that, but then what we have in hand, I think we should talk about that more. And even if I feel you're playing such a lengthy batting lineup, so you cannot play for individual milestones, right? Like you rightly said.
No, but they did not play for individual milestones. How many times have you seen Virat Kohli jump out of his crease to try and hit a 6 over mid wicket
but to a fast bowler? I
think it was also intent and wild. Yes, it was a wild swing, I agree. But at the same time, it was intent. Even Rishabh Pant, for that matter, we discussed how he got out today. He got out trying to play the reverse sweep again. Last time also he played that reverse sweep, got out LBW. Today ended up giving a lollipop catch to a short third. But you have to agree that towards the end of his inning, even though he started slowly, he tried to smash those runs. But same way, Kohli started well, but did not, in the middle.
But that didn't happen, right? So we are talking about the fact, this is the reason why we are talking about it, right? Because that didn't come off. And when it doesn't come off, we have to talk about that.
It did not come off for anybody for that matter. Then Shivam Dube, if you would have gotten out earlier.
See, you have to play the situations as well. When Shivam Dube walked in,
so when Rohit Sharma got out, you think Virat Kohli wasn't playing the situation?
When Virat Kohli was there, Rohit Sharma was smashing runs at the other end. You had lot of batting to come and you were batting in the power play.
Anyway, we can agree to disagree, because I will say that Virat was trying his best. Probably the baggage, you are correct, of not scoring enough runs in the previous games. But last game he scored 24, this game 37. I am hoping we'll see the best of him in the next few games.
I'll give you a situation. Had Hardik Pandya not scored those 50 runs and India would have managed, say, a 165, 170 total, and India lost this match. Wouldn't you talk about Virat's innings then that he was slow?
No,
Come on,
I would
everyone
not.
would have.
I would not, because I really thought it was a good wicket, but not a great wicket. I think a 170 score is what I was looking at. And judging by how the batters also, even the spinners are getting a little bit of help, even though on this ground you can see more sixes being hit than boundaries. Because the guys have, I think today, how many, 13 sixes or 14 sixes they hit?
I think it was a very, very nice batting track.
You will see how Bangladesh bat, and
See,
then
now
then we
that's-
can
that's a
say
different- no, we can't.
then we can say
That's a different debate.
I
Because-
definitely think that Virat, yes, probably got a little slow, but can't blame him, because I thought Rohit Sharma got out after scoring those 23 runs. Somebody had to, had to spend some time on this wicket. But then Virat gone out trying to hit a big
I am
shot.
completely fine with that. Yes, you had to spend time, but then you had to carry on as well.
No, but
I'm telling you, that's the time when Virat Kohli ends up with a good strike rate. But when it doesn't come off, we'll obviously have to talk about that, right? Because we also talk about Surya Kumar Yadav, that he doesn't score against big oppositions. And once again, we saw that he got out to against Bangladesh.
You talk about Surya Kumar Yadav. I disagree on that count also, that he is only a minnow basher.
Now you will again.
I disagree
give
on that,
example
because
of that South Africa game.
So then-
just one game.
then last game also, would you call Afghanistan minnows? You picked them as one of the best sides in this World
That
Cup.
doesn't-
Are dark horses, but would you
Obviously,
call them?
what does a dark horse mean? That they can surprise you.
No,
but
but-
then that doesn't take away
But
the fact.
are they minnows? Are you calling
Not
Afghanistan minnows?
but then
so then you call it
they are not
Surya
at
Kumar
par
Yadav
with
minnow
someone
basher.
like in India, Australia, England. They're not par with that.
No,
those
but you
teams,
call
right?
Surya Kumar Yadav a minnow basher. Then why did he score a 50 against them? You
Because
can't
they
call-
are. They are not.
It can't be so subjective all the time. Like this is subjective now. You have to understand. You might
See,
pick and choose accordingly.
Afghanistan is a minnow, but then
Is
they
a
are-
minnow. Afghanistan is a minnow. I
Let me
completely
complete.
disagree.
Let me complete. Afghanistan is a minnow as far as the experience of playing more games.
You
is
can't
concerned.
call them
But
a
then,
minnow.
yes, they are a side which actually surprise you on many days. But that doesn't change the fact that they are a small cricketing nation. They don't have that. much
Are you
exposure.
seriously suggesting Afghanistan
Why
are a
not?
small cricketing nation and they
Why
are minnows? I'm sorry
They-
to say, I completely disagree with
See,
that
they are the dark
statement.
horses, I agree. But then when you compare them to someone like in Australia, England, India, or even South Africa for that matter, I would say that they are not at par with them. And Surya Kumar
So,
Yadav, yes,
anybody apart from these four nations are minnows, is what you are trying to say.
at the moment it seems like that.
No,
Yes, that's why cricket isn't competitive.
So
enough because there are just four nations.
Bangladesh are not minnows now.
Bangladesh are not minnows, but they are.
They are better than Afghanistan, you were saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
They are better than Bangladesh is better than Afghanistan.
Completely disagree on that count.
You obviously can. That's subjective, but then I feel yes.
So are New Zealand minnows?
No, they are.
Afghanistan beat them, so minnows beat New Zealand. So
See, one game or one tournament doesn't change the fact and doesn't change history as well. I mean, India hasn't won anything in the last 10 years, but that doesn't say that India are minnows, right? But then you
how are you
still
calling Afghanistan minnows? They have also not won anything.
in comparison to other teams. Because when the stakes are high and they actually need to prove, they don't. That's what matters, right?
I really disagree with that statement, because
You might, yeah.
Afghanistan was so good in that ODI World Cup, boss. You are saying Afghanistan are minnows in some sense.
Now, look at this stat. Most wickets for Bangladesh in an edition of T20 World Cup. Tanzim Hassan, 11 in this edition. And Rishad Hussain as well, 11. So, both of them are actually tied at first.
And both of them are relatively new to this Bangladeshi side.
Right? And Shakib also is probably, in fact, on 11.
Shakib is on 11, but these two guys actually
they are on
have
top
been,
because
have
of the
been the
strike
better,
rates. Yeah,
better bowlers for Bangladesh this time around. Also, what did you make of that celebration? We might agree, disagree on minnows, whatnot, but that celebration.
The moment that celebration happened.
By the way, which we are talking about, first explain it to them.
Against Virat Kohli, actually, when he bowled Virat Kohli.
Tanzim Hassan Saqib.
Yes, and he actually gave Virat a send-off. There are very few things in cricket that you don't do. And one of them is you don't give send-offs to Virat Kohli. He will make sure that Bangladesh batters' lives are hell when they
He will be chirpy. He will be chirpy for sure.
You see that, and I can take guarantee of that he will be.
And he'll be in their face,
The
perhaps.
moment one wicket falls, Bangladesh actually might just fall like a pack of cards because of Virat Kohli. He will be in their faces, and that is when teams fall. You don't do that to Virat Kohli. What were you thinking, Tanzim?
Yeah, perhaps Bangladesh are not gonna enjoy, being around. Bangladeshi batters won't enjoy being around Virat Kohli because let's face it, there's a bit of a rivalry also between these two sides. Bangladeshi fans, if you meet them, the one team that they always love beating. One is India. If they do manage to beat us one of these days, you remember that ODI series that we lost in Bangladesh?
Yeah.
I remember how happy they were.
Yeah.
Not just them.
Let's not just
Sri
talk
Lanka.
about that series. Yeah, that
Bangladesh
brings
and Sri
back so
Lanka.
bitter memories. And I
That's
don't want to
another
say something that wouldn't be politically correct. So I think let's not go down that line. There's a very interesting stat that I would like to mention here. So actually, on this ground, no total above 180 has been ever chased down in T20 internationals. So another thing that goes in India's favor, that they have actually scored over 180 and might be.
See, that's why Virat's balls weren't a problem at all.
I said if Hardik hadn't played that innings, we would have been.
No, but
talking about Virat's
I actually think Hardik, found his swing, and we haven't talked about Hardik at all. Let's just spend a minute before we go.
Right.
Hardik Pandya, what it was in the IPL, how he was struggling with the ball, with the bat, everywhere. You looked at him and you said, "Boss, there's something seriously wrong." The boos, the jeers, name calling, all of it followed him during that IPL. And look at when the limelight has shifted away from all that, he has performed so well. Took 7 wickets in the group stage, scored 32 in the last game. Today a 50. Credit to him.
Very crucial 50.
Very crucial 50, and I think it bodes well for India going forward. See, at the end of the day, even if Surya and Shivam Dube, one of them fails, there's a Hardik coming at the back end who can score those big shots for you.
Right.
And Hardik used to be this kind of player. For some time, it had gone missing. In the IPL, we did not see it. I thought he was just under immense pressure. That pressure got to him. But now look at him. He's all fine. Everything is great. And the guy is scoring so many runs.
And I think Mumbai Indians should also quickly realize that probably the captaincy pressure got to him, and that crowd not supporting him at all also was one of the reasons.
I think he's a great captain. I disagree with the fact that the captaincy got to him.
Yeah, I think that's always subjective because there are many instances.
No, but for Gujarat Titans, for the team that he had, nobody in their right mind would have picked them as somebody who would win the IPL in 2022 and reach the final in 2023. So credit goes to Hardik Pandya also for what he achieved with Ashish Nehra. But yes, I think the sort of reception he got from his own fans, from fans all over the country, wherever he went as a Mumbai Indians captain, I think that affected him more than the captaincy aspect. I think he's still a good leader, and I think we'll see more of that next year, perhaps.
Let's see. I think the match has also begun, and the first ball has been bowled. So
yeah,
let's end this, and we'll surely meet you after the match is done and after India has beaten Bangladesh. Till then, keep supporting. Do like our video. Do subscribe to our channel. See you in a bit.
And do let us know if you think Afghanistan are minnows or not. The kind of conversation, heated debate, as you would call it, we had just before this.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you guys. Bye. They are not.